Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. And yes, I know I'm looking a little blue today. It's not my mood, it is the lighting. It is literally just gloomy as hell outside, but we're just moving on. We're going to power through. So I have an update to share on a January 6th domestic terrorist who tried to chew through his face mask, and he refuses to comply with court orders. So it's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So Daniel Goodwyn, you may remember this guy. He's a 32-year-old self-proclaimed member of the Proud Bigots. He is or was a California resident when he was arrested. It seems, though, that he may have relocated to Texas. Goodwyn was seen inside the Capitol on January 6th. He was wearing a MAGA hat, of course, and sunglasses for some reason. He was also featured in the live stream for the admitted white nationalist, Anthime, I believe is how you pronounce his name, Jeanette. He goes by the moniker of Baked Alaska. And you may recall that this guy, this Goodwyn guy, was once ticketed. He received a ticket last year during the height of COVID for refusing to wear a mask. And he refused to wear a mask because he's an avowed COVID denier. In fact, he posted numerous videos saying that there's no proof that COVID exists. I guess all those, people who've died from it are just crisis actors. I don't know. These people are insane. So he was back in court today because prosecutors want the judge to send him back to jail until his trial. So here's the deal. Here's why they want him back in jail. Apparently, this goes back a while, like his bad behavior. When the FBI initially executed the search warrant on Goodwyn's residence, they found out that one of the people who lived in his home had COVID. When they went there, they had COVID. And then they asked Goodwyn if he had COVID, and he refused to answer. He also refused to take a COVID test. He refused to wear a mask. And so when they arrested him, they put a mask on him, but he chewed through it and he spit it out. In fact, during his arrest and his transport to jail, the officers had to use, they said, approximately 5 masks on this guy. So this obnoxious behavior has just continued. According to prosecutors, Goodwyn not only continues to refuse to wear a mask, whether, when he's meeting with people and different officials, but they say that he's also playing word games with court employees, and he becomes, quote, easily frustrated, angry, and negative, and he's refusing to participate in pretrial services. So that means that he won't allow a pretrial officer or team into his home, and he refuses to meet with them. And now his attorney is trying to change things up. Now his attorney is trying to say, no, the reason he can't wear a mask is because he's autistic. And he likened him having to wear a mask, Goodwyn having to wear a mask, to torture. The attorney told the judge, quote, he cannot wear a mask inside a building without becoming very anxious. It is an extraordinarily stressful thing for him. He feels like he's being asked to do things that he can't physically and from a mental health standpoint can't do. They even brought Goodwyn's mother to court, and she told the judge that she started to notice signs that he was on the spectrum at 2 years of age. She said that he would, quote, line up pencils all in the same direction and arrange his clothes by color. His mother also said that he worked with an autism specialist a few years ago to help him, quote, cope and read people's expressions. Now, I'm sorry. I have the utmost compassion and empathy for anyone on the spectrum. I have autistic family members. I'm also not an expert, but this just seems like a complete and utter bunch of BS. This seems like the most convenient excuse. Lining up pencils and arranging your clothes by color, that could be someone who has OCD. It doesn't necessarily mean he's autistic. And he's been saying that COVID is a hoax. But now he doesn't want to wear a mask because he's autistic. Sorry, no, I'm not buying it. And neither is the judge, thankfully. And his mother admitted he's never actually been evaluated and diagnosed with autism. So Judge Walton said that although he's sympathetic to anyone on the spectrum, Goodwyn is risking other people's lives. In court today, Judge Walton told him, quote, "We have a virus that is killing people, and people don't have to put their lives at risk because they've come into contact with you as a result of you being a part of the court system." He also said, "I don't care what you think. You may not believe this virus, even though 600,000 people have died. I'm not going to be part of the other people dying because of what you believe." So the judge asked that Goodwyn's mother obtain proof of his condition from a medical physician. And Goodwyn just was defiant. He just continued with his defiant behavior in court. When they asked him what his issue is with wearing a mask, he said it stresses him out. And he said that he, quote, respectfully disagreed that he is putting other people's lives at risk by refusing to wear a mask and refusing to get vaccinated. So although the judge didn't order him back to jail just yet, he did tell Goodwyn that if he refuses to wear a mask during these pretrial visits to his home, he's going to issue an arrest warrant for Goodwyn. But again, even in the face of that, he was defiant. He told the judge that, no, I am not going to wear a mask. And essentially he told the judge, you can't make me. He said that the law in Texas doesn't require it. So Judge Walton said, okay, well, you don't have to do anything you don't want, but you're going to jail. He said, quote, I don't care what the law in Texas says. I'm telling you what my ruling is, and you can do what you want to do. If you don't, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. So this guy, like so many others who attack the Capitol, just doesn't think rules apply to him. And it sounds like he and his attorney are perfect for each other. They are absolutely made for each other. The judge laid into Goodwyn's attorney today too, because evidently his attorney sent an email to the pretrial services officer and he called her arrogant and prissy. Those are direct quotes. So I'll keep you guys posted on this. I will let you know when I hear anything. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.